not bad yourself.
Too bad.
Good. Hello, everybody.
How are we?
Oh, I hope they're alright.
I hope they're alright as well.
You look knackered.
I am.
You're always knackered.
I'm always tired. Yeah,
Well,
so this is a big-ish episode because it's the last of YouTube.
Yeah.
It is E3.
Yeah.
And
it is going to be the last one on YouTube. If you do like these, please go into the description.
Go to
SoundCloud. That's where it's going to be from now on. It's not going away.
No.
It's just moving platform.
Moving platform to what?
Well,
SoundCloud is more suited to podcasting.
Well, it is because you can you can lock. You know, YouTube. You've got to keep unless you pay for YouTube Premium. You've got to keep your phone open.
Yeah.
Whereas with SoundCloud, you can lock it and stick it in your pocket, and then you're not gonna open Facebook, Twitter, and 500 other apps and kill your battery. It also uses less data, so yeah, please go over to SoundCloud. But even though we are going to majorly discuss E3, we are going to do movies. We're not going to do news, but we are going to do...
Unfortunately, Metro, today, you're not going to get any mention from us other than that one. But we're just because games is such a massive list. E3 is always the biggest topic of this time of year. And we have to join the bandwagon. It's needed. At the
end of the day, we need you to listen to us, so we've got to put something. If we put E3 2019, some fucker will listen.
Yeah, that's it, basically. So welcome to you for just randomly clicking anything that says E3. Hope you stay, listen to the back catalogue. But we'll jump straight into films, I think, because really there's two big films coming out this month.
And if I remember, for only people who want to only listen to E3, I will try and put in a timestamp.
Yeah.
I probably won't, so shout at me.
So obviously, start of the month, we're going big, we're going hard, we're going Spider-Man Far From Home.
How far from home is he?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, we've seen clips where he seems to be in Venice, he's been in London. Mysterio is entering the scene in this film. He looks, for all intents and purposes, as a good guy, but we do know he is a master of illusion. So
that's what I think, because the whole premise of this is obviously Fury saying, "Oh, with the time travel, we've now got the multiverse." But
what I want to just touch upon that very quickly about the multiverse thing, because the multiverse thing has been mentioned in several films prior to this using of Gauntlet V2.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying, like, they're only trying to now mention that it's this that's done it. We learned it back in Doctor Strange.
Well, that's
that there is multiverses that are travelable because they are able to travel between multiverses.
He went to Dormammu's universe.
Exactly. So the fact that they're now just trying to say that... I'm not necessarily saying that they're just trying to say that it's only because of Click V2, but... At the same time, it does look like they're trying to say that in a roundabout way.
I think what they're trying to do...
Or that the doorways are now more open.
I think that's what they're trying to say, yeah. But I don't think there is. I don't think this has anything to do with the multiverse. I think this is Mysterio being a master of illusion.
Yeah.
Although on the flip side of that thing, there have been talks recently and like interviews with... Fuck off! With the people who make... like the Spider-Man films for Marvel and Sony, because Sony still have rights, because fuck contract law. And they've said they would not be opposed to doing a multiverse with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire.
Tom Holland is like trying desperately to try and make that happen. He's already said he wants it to happen.
I definitely think an Andrew Garfield, because this Spider-Man is meant to be the proper Peter Parker. The one, the true, the one you always read about.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield, we already knew was the amazing Spider-Man, who is more like, if you've seen Into the Spider-Verse, he's like the one who died for Miles to appear.
Yeah.
And then Toby, he was meant to be the same Spider-Man as Tom.
Yeah, I mean, for me...
But you could just put him as another Spider-Man.
I mean, to be fair, Toby, for me... to begin with, and I think even now would still be classed as Ultimate Spider-Man. And for me, I would say that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I think that
even though Spectacular Spider-Man was technically Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body, but let's not open that can of worms.
Yeah, but do you know what? I think that that's the beauty of. We already know that the Spider-Man cinematic universe as a whole, no matter who puts on that suit, generally is going to make money.
Yeah.
If they can bring back...
Let's be honest, we could stick you in a Spider-Man suit with the budget that Sony have, and
Yeah.
it'd still make a shit ton of money.
It would still make money, because it's Spider-Man, and Spider-Man has always been a more relatable hero to a lot of people.
Well, he was the nerd
Yeah.
who got superpowers.
But
See,
I
that's why I
think if they were to do like a Spider-Verse film, I think it would work, because what they could potentially do is, in a roundabout way, maybe not in this Spider-Man film, but maybe in the next Spider-Man film, maybe give a little cameo to Miles,
like Garth or Andrew Garfield, or
just give a little nod that it could potentially happen, because I think we already know that Marvel are the biggest fan baiters.
of course.
On the planet, and they will do anything.
We clearly see somebody in the noir outfit.
No, because if you watch the trailer properly, right, the long trailer, when he says to Happy, "I need a suit," Happy takes him into the back of the plane, where there is basically, imagine Tony Stark as a lab.
No, I get that.
And I reckon that Tony basically does what Tony does. He spent nights upon nights designing an entire database of suits, and I think what Tom's going to do is he's going to go through every suit until he finds out that realistically
what is the noir suit?
Yeah, what is the noir suit? But I think he'll realise that he can now use these suits for different missions.
A bit like you do when you play New Game Plus in the Marvel Spider-Man, because
and I think that's
you get the rubber suit, and you're like, oh, I'm fighting Electro in the next mission, I'll put on the rubber suit.
But I think that's what they're trying to head towards, because obviously we do know that Marvel's Spider-Man game is done by Marvel properly.
Well, let's be honest, it's the best superhero game, I would argue, since Spider-Man 2, the game, the movie, the game.
That's what I'm saying. So, because Marvel, I think, even with the new Avengers game that they're going to come out with, which we'll get onto, but I think that they are, in the games, giving us little hints as to what may come up in the cinematic universe. I mean, obviously, the suit AI was a really clever installation, and we've already seen the comedy that can be achieved with it, which is fantastic. Which I can't wait for Karen to come back, because I think that
Hi, Karen.
Yeah, that little repertoire, that little, what's the
banter?
The banter and stuff between the two, it is fantastic all the way through.
For me, is everyone going on holiday today?
But I think that this film, obviously we do know this is the end, the real end of this phase, because Endgame wasn't the true end, this is actually the true end.
This is more, what I would say is, I would put this movie as phase 3.5.
Yeah, like the transition phase.
Because we're out of phase 3, the final snap was the end of phase 3.
Yeah.
This is like...
to show you where we're going.
This is... although it is part of 4, I would put this personally as like a 3.5, where we're going.
The film we all know is going to be fantastic, but we also know that every single person is going to be waiting for the credit scenes, because they are going to be the biggest insight, realistically, as to what is coming.
Yeah. And on
because all we've got so far is dates.
Yeah. And on a separate Marvel note, they're re-releasing Avengers Endgame with an extra 7 minutes of footage. I'm waiting for VD, mate.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that is almost...
fan service.
It's just almost Disney all over. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they've just gone, right, but we all know what it is realistically. It's the competition for the box office.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's all it is. It's because obviously it broke the records, and then what was it that come out recently that broke the records again? And because that's what they're all fighting for.
All Disney can see is dollar signs and
exactly.
awards.
The funny thing is what most people don't seem to realise is a lot of these films that are doing these box office go through. I'm telling you, go through the chain, and I'm pretty sure somewhere down there Disney are getting a fucking pay packet somewhere along the line for every film that's coming out in the next, or has come out recently, that's been breaking these records. So I think realistically it's great, because it means that yes, we are going to get good films in the future.
It was
hopefully with a better
Titanic,
budget.
then it was Avatar, then it was Endgame, wasn't it? I know there's been wibbles and wobbles, but that was effectively it. And
But we do know that I'm almost certain that Spider-Man will break the records again because Tom Holland as Spider-Man is just
I think
epic.
Spider-Man also, more people just like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like when you were a kid, I don't know about you, one of the first comics I picked up was a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like, he's probably my second favourite hero in any, be it DC or Marvel. My favourite, right, is the Punisher. And that is literally because he's a guy in a world full of superpowered motherfuckers. But he still rips ass.
Yeah. For me, the only real crossover film that I would, chop my arm off to see would them to do Spider-Man Deadpool.
Yeah.
Because it would so work because they've got the two best actors to do it with as well because Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
Do you know what else?
Tom Holland for me is Spider-Man.
You know if I was paid to make that film, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I'd do, right? I would tell my camera crew, never stop filming, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you are following Tom and Ryan like a paparazzi with an erection.
And you tell them you are always in character for the next 6 months.
Oh no, I don't care about them being in character, right?
Well, no,
because then because then what I'll do is I'll randomly just put in Tom and Ryan dicking about on set.
Yeah, that's
just middle of the fucking film. Deadpool's there having a cup of tea with the old black lady or whatever, and then the next scene is just him Ryan wearing a fucking bear onesie, giving Tom a bear hug from behind next to the fucking catering table.
See, the thing is, it
for
would work
no
as well
reason.
because both actors as well are so naturally talkative,
Yeah.
and they're so happy to just bounce
and
around.
neither one of them can keep their mouth shut on interviews.
That's the point. So it would be pure fan service, and I'm not going to say it's not because it is, but it would be the best fan service because we already know that Deadpool when they did Deadpool when that was fan service because the pre-screening clips got leaked and they weren't even going to do Deadpool, and then because everyone was just like, this has to happen, this film looks amazing,
they were them money. Fox gave them money.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, make the film. So with the fact that Fox is now is owned by Disney, it's so easy for them to just go
close, isn't it?
It's just literally that. Yeah. It's a snap, and then boom, you have Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Do you know
it would be amazing.
You know what I'd feel sorry for, right? I'd feel sorry for Benedict Cumberbatch because now Robert Downey Jr. has left the MCU.
Yeah.
They'd have to get Benedict Cumberbatch to go on all the fucking interviews with Tom and Ryan.
Yeah, but
and he'd just be there like.
Yeah, but this is it. That's.
They'd have to pay Benedict just to go to the interviews. Like, just shut them up.
Yeah, that's it.
You just have.
Well, yeah, you just have to have you'd have to just put Doctor Strange in the film as a cameo,
and then every so often he'll just like wave his hand and like magical chains will go over the mouth or something.
It would just be hilarious. I think that
it's
fan service, but it would be the best fan service, and they can even do it as a film because he's with Spider-Man to keep the rating down. He's only allowed to swear once or twice just to keep.
Or even every time he goes to say a swear word, like we said, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, or even Spider-Man could no, you can't say that sort of thing. This is he could. Spider-Man, we already know, breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Right. So it would be the best because at random points he could just freeze Deadpool and just be like, really, what I should be doing now is covering his mouth so he doesn't say this word. What do we think, boys and girls? Like that, and then it would be the best film.
But before that film appears on our screens, please, Marvel, make it happen.
Yeah.
I beg to you, Lord Mickey. Far From Home, it does look good.
It looks like a great film.
But like I've said, I think the trailers are leading us to think down one path. The film will lead us down the other.
Yeah, and I think that's the way that it should be, to be fair.
Yeah.
But we already know that Marvel are genius when it comes to releasing trailers and not telling you shit.
Yeah, completely. So what's this other film that's coming out?
So when I find it, it's The Lion King. So it's Disney again.
This is
what I'm saying. Disney. Really I get the feeling Disney are going to break the record at on the 5th with Spider-Man, and then right near the middle of the month they're going to break it again with The Lion King because I think
they're just after dollar. They are seeing dollar signs.
I mean, for me, what's brilliant though is the director of The Lion King is Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
So, this is what's brilliant because, you know, the cast for The Lion King is solid. You've got Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, James Earl Jones. You've got...
And for those of you who don't know who James Earl Jones is, Luke, I'm your father.
Yes, it's Vader. The voice of Vader, anyway. He wasn't the right size for the suit.
He played Vader in the thing in the. He played one Vader at one point. One of the Vaders is James Earl Jones. They couldn't get like the other guy. The guy who actually put on the suit was doing another film.
But generally, he's just the voice.
There is one bit. I think it's episode 5. In one of the Vader bits, you look and Vader is slightly broader and taller, and because they didn't film this. If you also look, I think you can sort of see the lightings a bit, and you think, "Oh, is my DVD messing up?" It's not. It's actually because this was an after scene, and they just crammed Earl into a suit and went, "Just say this, walk, and we'll do it in post, darling. We'll do it in post."
But no, I think that Disney at the moment have got a very good record up to now with their live action remakes of their classics.
I mean, let's be honest, part of the reason they're doing this though is so they can get the copyright.
Yeah.
Because in a few years all these copyrights start to run out for them, and they don't want that.
No, because they want to keep the license and the toys.
Well, let's be honest now. Yeah, that's the thing. The toys. You can put out any merchandise for any Disney classic and it will still sell to this day. So because their licenses are run out, they need to renew them. And how do you do that? Well, you remake the film.
Yeah, that's it. I think, for all intents and purposes, it is going to be fantastic. I think it is going to be one of those record-breaking box office films.
Speaking of live action, how did Aladdin do?
I'm not totally sure. I think it's done well. I think Dumbo has been one of the worst performances.
Yeah, but that was more because it was a Tim Burton, wasn't it?
Yeah, but even so, I mean, it was still Disney class. I mean, to be fair, Dumbo for me needed to be done by a darker director like Tim Burton because it's a darker story. But I don't know. Lion King, I think, will be a brilliant film, and it's got a good pedigree with its classic, and because we know that a lot of these remakes are being made to the same story almost as the classics. We know the story.
I mean, there's one thing I'll give Aladdin. At least Aladdin and Jasmine were Indian.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, I wouldn't put it past Disney to just whitewash it.
Yeah, they could have done.
But yeah, right. So we're going to get into E3 and just listen. I've got notes on paper. I've got deforestation in my hands. So, I tell you, how do you want to do this? Shall I bring them up and we can?
Yeah, we'll bring up games that we want to talk about.
So, first there was Microsoft. That started E3. Microsoft were the big boys. Obviously, there was no Sony because they had nothing to announce.
Yeah.
I mean, what have they got coming out? They've got Hideo Kojima's new baby.
Yeah.
And then that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Microsoft Xbox, they started Project Scarlet, the Xbox 6, 5, 8, 2, 1. It's the new Xbox.
Xbox 360,
Reduced loading
1. It's the Xbox 4.
It's the Xbox 4. Reduced loading times, standard. Solid state drive. 120 FPS, 8K graphics. Bloody.
How many people, by the way, how many people currently that are going to buy this console have an 8K TV or monitor that are actually going to realistically play this console on?
I mean,
I would say less than 40%.
I mean, we've only just got a 4K, and that's because it was like 130 quid on sale.
Yeah.
And would you say no to 130 quid for a 4K TV?
No, evidently not. But at the same time, I would say that a lot of them are... Yeah, it's great that they can do that, but... realistically, most of the market are going to still be on HD
5 before anyone even has an 8K to enjoy it. By which point they'll be on 16K or whatever.
Yeah, because the pricings of new TV technology is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
And most people are still probably running HD and possibly gone to 2K or 4K. But yeah, I think realistically, 8K is overkill.
Yeah, but they're looking at that for that's going to be Christmas next year. And I think that was the general problem with E3 all over this year, that next gen's coming out the end of next year, so everything that's coming out is what's already known.
This is why we've heard fuck all from Rockstar about what Red Dead is up to, if it's going to come over
that's
or
not going to be until the next gen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all
they're not going.
gen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to do. Yeah. They're not going to re-release. Basically, Rockstar are going to do exactly what they did with GTA 5. Wait till next gen, and then a month after next gen's release, then they're going to release the PC.
Same with Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6. Elvenwood, is it called, or something like that?
Some bollocks.
So that they have announced also that Halo Infinite will be the Project Scarlet release game. It's a Halo game.
Boring. I'm sorry, Microsoft this year.
Although apparently Master Chief's back in this one.
Let me just go back to sleep. Yeah. I'm sorry. Halo has been Halo, and nothing changes.
I haven't enjoyed a Halo game since Halo 1.
No. Yeah. There's not a lot to say about Halo, ever.
So both of those are coming out for Christmas. Then we've got Q Cheers Cyberpunk 2077, now featuring Keanu Reeves.
The game does look pretty good though.
But now featuring Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I know, but regardless, I genuinely think that you could. Obviously, I've never played the game, but I think,
really, you've not played a game that's coming out next April.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Although,
I predict that you could potentially remove Keanu Reeves from this game, use a random character model and voice, and the game will probably still be just as good.
Yeah,
I don't think his acting in the game is going to be what makes the game good or not.
Well,
Do you know
I would
what I mean?
hope
I think
not, because they've been making this game since the fucking Passion of the Christ came out.
This is what I'm saying. I think that Keanu Reeves, his cameo in it is potentially more of a marketing ploy just to make sure people buy the game, rather than the game not being good without him. I think the game is still going to be a good game with or without him. Do you know what I'm saying? Basically, in a very convoluted way, but that's what I'm saying.
The April release date gets me, because by April next year, everyone's looking at the next E3. So it could almost be shadowed by its late release date.
It could.
It's either going to be that or April's golden gem of gaming.
But at the same time, what they could also be thinking is that if we release it around April, and the game doesn't necessarily do as well as they wanted it to do on current gen, that they could potentially re-release on next gen
as a release title and get the extra sales to back up numbers.
Yeah.
Gears 5.
Because look at... Oh, God. Sorry. Just because looking at the graphics for it, it screams next gen to me. It screams like they're just showing you a part of what they've been able to do with the game, and that there is actually like they've got patches and updates waiting.
Yeah, they are on a PC.
Yeah, they're just there waiting. As soon as next gen is released, they'll go boom, update, and it'll be ready for that next gen.
Having Cyberpunk 2077 as another release date wouldn't surprise me either. On the PS5 and the Xbox 4.
Yeah.
So moving it.
Is it the Xbox? Is the Xbox?
Xbox 360, Xbox One. This will be the Xbox 4, because they're one gen behind the PS5. Because the Xbox original came out with the PS2. There was nothing to compete with the PS1 other than the N64.
But didn't they re-release the one with basically next gen with current gen?
One S and one X.
Yeah, which has basically got current gen tech in it.
It's the PS4. It's got a solid state drive.
Yeah,
that's about it. Woo friggity do! I could have done that my fucking self and Microsoft and saved myself a few £100. Yeah. Gears 5. It's a Gears game.
It's a Gears game.
They've upgraded their Game Pass.
Yeah, but for me, the Xbox Game Pass is for if you're going to use it on PC.
Yeah,
is nothing compared to what you can do with PlayStation Now.
Yeah,
because when you hear Xbox Game Pass, you think, oh, I can play this on PC. Look at the games, because you don't get fuck all. You get like 11 titles.
Oh,
right?
That's actually, I've got notes on that coming up.
Yeah, but currently it's 11 titles. You download PS4 now and you pay your money for that and you get yourself a PlayStation 4 controller, you get access to the whole PS4,
more or less,
the whole PS Now catalogue.
There's a couple that you
yeah,
don't.
There's a few. There are a few that are just for the consoles. But even then, that is just.
And odds are you can probably get them on Steam anyway.
Yeah, but even then,
and that's probably why, because they're on Steam, they've got to fulfil their contract with Steam or Epic Games.
Yeah, but once that contract is over, probably 12 months from then, it'll more than likely go just like Origin Access Premium are doing, adding the titles straight away. To that. So I think that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
PS4 now.
They've also got a new controller coming out as well.
They're all doing new controllers because obviously
you know what? I think the Game Pass and the controller was just to make Microsoft look like they give a shit to the people.
Yeah.
We've got Elden Ring, From Software, Dark Souls, a George R.R. Martin game of whingy cunts. So a Game of Thrones game in the Dark Souls universe,
basically.
But isn't that more or less what Game of Thrones was? I've never watched it. I've watched like 4 episodes maybe, and
Game of Thrones is a mix of high court politics, sex, and extreme violence.
So it's Dark Souls meets Star Wars Clone Wars.
Basically, Dragon Age Inquisition is what I'd say, because Dragon Age Inquisition, you end up being, someone of major power.
But arguably harder combat.
Yeah, but obviously in Dragon Age Inquisition, you become someone of great power. There's a massive war going. A lot of people compare Game of Thrones to Skyrim.
But you're
basically.
But you're saying Dragon Age Inquisition, but with Dark Souls combat.
Potentially, it could be good.
It could be.
It could be brilliant. But then again, it could be Skyrim. Because, like I say, Skyrim is very much like Game of Thrones as well. There's a big civil war. There's a lot going on, a lot of death, and whatever else. So it could be like Dark Souls meets Skyrim, which
with a bit of the Dragon Age politics thrown in,
which could work.
It could. I'm sure people will like it. I've never been a fan of the Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro.
No, I think
But they're not. But I appreciate that they're games that people like, and at least they're done well.
Yeah.
We've got Ori and Will of the Wisps, another Ori game. One thing I did note about this is it's in the same forest as the first game, and it looks to me like they've used the same background art and just like touched it up, which I think is a good thing, because it's in the same place.
Well, yeah.
Why would
it be different?
The environment
why
be
would
different?
It change? Yeah.
And beyond sort of like the mutations of the evil things,
yeah,
which are going to be different, obviously. But the initial background art looks the same, which I approve, because there's a lot of games that have been in the same place, but you're like, hold on, there was a fucking bakery here in the last game. Now it's a fucking pawn shop.
Yeah.
So that I approve of. I think that's got some potential. That's February next year, and Tropico's wetting herself over it.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3, which was used to promote a DLC for Borderlands 2 that's going to connect the stories.
Yes. I am looking. I like Borderlands. I'm not going to lie. At first, I didn't like Borderlands. I thought it was just a little bit pointless, to be fair, because it did seem a very repetitive game, which it is. You know, like you sit and complete Borderlands 1, right?
Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel are all fetch quests.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you spend your time and you go through the main story, just the main story, fuck any side quest, just the main story.
Although you've got to work out what is main story and what is side quest.
Yeah, right. But you try and do a relative speed run, if you like. Not speed, but you know what I'm saying. An
expedited run.
Yeah, right.
With a walkthrough, basically.
Of one, right. And then you finish it, right. Then try and pick up Borderlands 2 straight after. I can guarantee you'll sit there and go, I'm bored.
Yeah, it's the same game. Yeah.
Because there wasn't a lot of variation. However, what I've seen of the gameplay from the E3 conference of Borderlands 3, yes, it does look very samey, but they added little things now, which I think will just make it work better, like the destructible covers.
Yeah.
For instance, which always makes better. It looks like they've improved the combat AI as well. Which, do you know what? I hate games where when you go into a combat AI, every battle is the same.
Yeah.
Borderlands has always had a relatively decent combat AI because when you go in, things do come out from different places. But it could get very stale.
There were 3 enemies. There was the midgets that ran at you.
Yeah,
there was
psychos.
the big guys that ran at you.
Yeah.
And then there were the bandits shooting at you. That was more or less it. Obviously, variation with bosses.
The way that they look like they're doing the powers and stuff like that this time, it does look really good. I do have quite high hope for it. I think that what they're doing by making people go back to a game that's actually older than the last Borderlands title that they released is a bit of a dickish move.
Yeah.
But it is free DLC though, isn't it?
I think so.
If it's free DLC, great.
Yeah, no, I've got it here. Free Borderlands 2 DLC.
Right.
Yeah, it
so
says
that
it
means,
right here on my notes.
So that means what I will end up doing is I will end up downloading Borderlands 2 and I will end up playing through that DLC just because I want to know how it is going to connect. And I mean, it could be...
Because the pre-sequel went between 1 and 2, didn't
Yeah. Now, it could just be that they've done that in a way that also means that they're hoping people will potentially replay most of Borderlands 2 or all of Borderlands 2 to get to this DLC.
To play the DLC and get a refresher
Of the story to make Borderlands 3.
Because it's September 13th for Borderlands 3 on Xbox, PlayStation and Epic.
Yeah. So... Yeah. But it's Borderlands and it will sell and it will be a good game. And I think that if people do... When's the DLC? Did you get the date for the DLC?
I think it's out. It's out.
So if the Borderlands DLC is out now, they've probably done it in knowing that people are more than likely going to do the game Borderlands 2 now, or within the next
June/July.
Yeah.
Have August off, and then September 3 comes out.
Yeah. Which I think might work.
So it'll look so it'll be different enough because your brain sort of washed the crap away, but not too different that you're going, what's going on?
Yeah. So I think Borderlands 3 is one of those titles this year that, you know, it's one of 3 at E3 for me that I've got an interest in.
Yeah.
A real interest in.
Next I've got Bleeding Edge, made by Ninja Theory, and this game's disappointing me because Ninja Theory made Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which was a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
This is a 4v4 brawler. Overwatch meets Fortnite is what I've got.
Yeah, it's because of that. That's what people want to play. Everyone's been jumping on that bandwagon. There's not even fucking. Didn't Tom Clancy's game, one of their recent games, add a fucking?
I think I've got
Battle Royale.
I think I've got notes on that in one of my sheets of paper here.
You know, every single game.
Yeah,
got
Ubisoft. I've got something on.
It won't surprise me, and if they do it, they are fucking sellout bastards. If Borderlands 3 adds a fucking online Battle Royale mode.
But would it shock you?
No, it would not. But I will be upset with...
Fuck you, 2K.
Yeah, I'll be upset with the developer for selling out because they'll be doing it just to sell the game. Because people will go, oh, have you played the Battle Royale mode on this? Because it's amazing because you've got the powers and everything else. But it's a free DLC pack and they're not doing the loot boxes or anything, so it's easy to get weapons and progress and get costumes, etc, etc, etc. Yes, they might be doing it better than what some of the games like Apex Legends, etc.
Fortnite,
Fortnite. But at the same time, it wouldn't then surprise me if just because they know that they can make money, that they then add market purchase into it, and then I would just put Borderlands in the games of I won't play again.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've got Bleeding Edge. That is that. Then I've got Minecraft Dungeons.
Right. Where's Minecraft?
In a dungeon. Constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's Minecraft.
In a constant dungeon.
Yeah. So just go out there. I would imagine. I mean, if you want to play a dungeon game, go and buy a dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
And if you want to play Minecraft, go and buy Minecraft.
Yeah.
And if you want to play a dungeon Minecraft, go and find a dungeon Minecraft server
or map. Yeah.
Or map. So this is just them trying to make money.
Yeah. Microsoft have bought Double Fine.
Right.
And they wheeled Tim Schafer out. Poor old Tim, like a performing monkey.
Yeah.
And he basically, we'll do whatever you need us to do, Microsoft. We'll met Halo stuff. Blah blah blah. Don't fire us, Microsoft. More or less. But But they mainly wheeled out Tim to promote Psychonauts 2, which is going to be more Psychonauts. Yay.
Yeah.
Idea Xbox, which is the expanding their what you can play cross-platform.
Right.
And it's just a list, so I'm going to reel this off as quickly as I can. Dead Static Drive, Pathologic 2, Star Renegades, Afterparty, Total Accurate Battle Simulator, The Good Life, Crosscode, Creature in the Well, Killer Queen Black, River Bond, Unto the End, Blazing Chrome, Felix the Reaper, Undermine, Supermarket Shriek, Secret Neighbour, Inkenfell, Lord of the Rings card game, Nightcall, and Totem Teller. And they'll all be released as part of the Xbox Game Pass when they launch.
Once again, please go and buy PlayStation Now and stay away from the Xbox Game Pass until they actually give the fucking people what they want, which is a back catalogue of Xbox 360 games and Xbox games, just like the PlayStation Now have done, where I'm giving out access to fucking PlayStation 2 games on your PC, as well as PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 titles, all at the cost of the subscription per month or year, depending on which way you want to go, and the cost of a fucking PlayStation 4 controller. By the way, doesn't need to be genuine PlayStation 4, just needs to be PlayStation 4 compatible. So, realistically, stay away from the Xbox fucking Pass until they sort their shit out. You would think that Microsoft, being a company the size that they are, would just go, do you know what? Let's just do it. But I think that the real main issue is the fact that Microsoft did what Microsoft do best, which is they built a platform of some description and then let everyone else do what the fuck they want. Whereas Sony was basically like, no, you write the game and you make sure that it's licensed to us. And that's why I don't think enough games were licensed to Microsoft Entertainment and to Xbox Entertainment for them to be able to go, let's get every game that was ever released on our platform and put it on the back catalogue. I think that is the problem. And that is why I would once again say, please go and get a PlayStation now.
I mean that's the main of it. So the next few games that I'm going to read off are just sort of things that have come out, except for the last thing. Phantasy Star Online 2.
No.
Outer Worlds, actually. Fallout meets Borderlands.
It could work. But once again, it depends on if they're actually going to turn it into an online fucking battle royale game.
Blair Witch, first-person horror game.
Yeah, we were talking about this just before we started recording, and basically, it's horror survival for me. Yes, right, okay. It can be really good, but as I was saying, it's becoming tired. It's becoming stretched too thin, and I think that there's not enough variation between game titles for it to continue. I think that they need to either start looking at a way that they can change the genre, or give it a rest for a few years and then bring out an epic game.
Okay.
Not Epic Games, but an epic game.
Yeah. Spirited Farer. I'm assuming that's meant to be father, but I could be wrong. You're on a ship full of anthropomorphic animals and travel around.
Spiritfarer or something like
Spiritfarer, yeah. But yeah, you're on a ship full of anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah, boring.
Legend of the Right is a clue-looking RPG.
No.
Microsoft Flight Sim's coming back. We're back in the 80s.
Yeah, but I was looking at this as well because they're doing the obvious. It's PC first, and then they will be releasing Xbox One later. The reason for that being is because what they want to do is they want to sell the PC compatible fucking flight simulator gizmos and gadgets that will go with it, and then they want to then resell the same gizmo and gadget and just send a different driver with it to run it on your Xbox. Once again, the flight simulator games, other than graphics, flight simulator games, boring.
Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition.
Yeah, all they've done is they've just vamped up the visuals.
Yeah.
It's Age of Empires 2.
Although it is getting a new campaign, apparently.
It's Age of Empires 2. Every campaign in Age of Empires is Age of Empires. It's no different. Build a settlement. Build an army. Attack the enemy. Defeat the enemy. Go to a new map. Build an army. And repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Wasteland 3.
I don't think I've played.
It looks like a silly Borderlands.
Yeah, I don't think I played Wasteland 1 or 2.
Lego Star Wars.
Lego games
the
bore the fuck out of
Skywars
me.
Saga. All 9 films in a Lego game.
No.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is going to be a Dragon Ball RPG game more like the Xenoverse games than Project Fighter Z.
No.
No. It looks interesting to me, but I like that. Here's one that I did like. 12 minutes. It's basically a man trapped in a time loop trying to get him and his wife out before they're dead. In like a time loop of the constant same 12 minutes.
Right.
So what I'm going to say is, when people work out how to do it, the speed run will be about 12 minutes long.
Or 12 seconds.
Yeah.
It'll just be someone who'll find a way to fall through a map and then boom, you're through. Woo!
Yeah. But, flip side of that, it will be 12 minutes long and that'll be it. But you can basically replay it enough times that you find all these different kinds of deaths.
Yeah, but there's that basically not Hello Neighbour with the different fucking backstories.
More or less. More or less. And I was going to say, so there's only 2 characters, but yeah, there's 2.
There's only 2 characters in Hello Neighbour. There's you and the neighbour.
Way to the Woods, which looks like Dear Esther, just wandering around and hearing narrative.
Like that Fox game thing that I had. Yeah. I can't remember what it's called, but
Dying Light 2's coming out.
That to me looks good. I enjoyed Dying Light. I did enjoy the following. I think the following went a little bit off kilter a bit. Everyone complained about how the canon ending of Dying Light ended, because you either choose between setting off the nukes that you stopped in the first place, or basically take this potion stuff and become a volatile nightmare and basically go back to the main city and kill the people that you were protecting anyway. So basically everyone dies.
Yeah.
Dying Light 2 should be good. It will be more Dying Light, but hopefully they've improved a few bits of gameplay, changed a bit. Should be good.
Gears Pop, which looks like Clash of Clans.
No.
State of Decay 2,
No.
expansion pack.
Boring.
2 new characters.
Still
Crossfire
boring.
X.
No.
Hold on, that's not a game. Crossfire. Oh no, it is. It's got 650 million PC players, and it'll come to the Xbox in 2020. Never mind. Thought it was something else. Tales of Arise, Bandai's new JRPG thing.
It's a JRPG. Next.
Finally, this was the end of the Microsoft conference. Well, they're not in necessarily the right order, but
Yeah.
this is what Project xCloud. Xbox into a streaming server that's basically the Google Stadia, which is basically a streaming service where you stream all your games. You don't have any of them on a hard drive, you just stream them all. My issue with that is that it's another way to constantly have to be online, and if you're streaming the game, if your connection's not as good or it goes down for a nanosecond, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's Google and Microsoft wanting to control what you do.
Game streaming. I don't know, because I was with Utomic, which is like a game streaming service, but obviously on the PC it downloads all of the game's files, but the only thing that allows you to play the game is your internet connection, because it basically then gives you a license.
Like this.
See that worked because you get the game files. It's basically like with a console currently, if you install the game files off the disc, you still need the disc.
Yeah.
As the license key.
Yeah.
The way that Utomic works is that it downloads the game, and then when you click to open the game, Utomic gives it a license key that activates it.
But this is basically, it will give you, say, the next 5 minutes of gameplay constantly.
Yeah.
But you're always online, and if you drop, you're fucked.
Yeah. So for me, game streaming, if it's done right, can work really well, because it's a great way of saving money on games. Yeah. But in that way,
and the Google Stadia,
and the Google Stadia, no, it won't work. That's why.
Fuck yourself.
That's why the Google Stadia has done.
Yeah, no one wants to develop for it. And that was it for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Obviously, with Sony not being there, because all Sony have got is the PS5 and that new game that's coming out. Kojima game. What's it? Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Yeah.
There was nothing there. So next, I've got EA.
It's basically Star Wars and FIFA.
Got Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order. EA's last hope to stop... Although, actually, first, on the topic of EA, have you heard what they said to the British government recently as they were getting arse raped by their loot boxes? We don't call them loot... This is a quote.
Yeah.
From Kerry Hopkins.
Right.
We don't call them loot boxes. We call them surprise mechanics.
Loot boxes. You can wrap it up under any fucking name you want. They are loot boxes.
Well, it is
basically legalised underage gambling.
Well, that's why the UK Parliament has given EA and Epic a kicking about it, and they're on like they've got to do something, or in the UK and Europe we ain't going to be getting Fortnite or FIFA or anything like that because they are sick of legal underage gambling.
Yeah, because
like that's the one thing the UK will not back down on.
Every day you can go online, and I'm guarantee every day if you search for a kid has spent money on dad's credit card or mum's credit card on Fortnite. There was a kid the other day who spent like 3 or 4 grand in the space of an hour on Fortnite buying skins and weapons and shit that he doesn't need. But because they go, oh yeah, but you could get this, which will give you the ability to kill someone half a second quicker, it's wrong because a kid doesn't know the value of money.
You'd shoot your kid if she did that.
My kid that can't. Well, she did. She signed us up to Amazon Music, and we went. Luckily, it was only a tenner, and I managed to cancel the subscription after. But she managed to go on one of the tablets.
And how dead was she?
She was told off, but it just shows how easy it is because they get told.
I'm guessing you've
now I gave my daughter access to my YouTube account. I could have set it up with YouTube Kids, but it was just easier. Because then I can just click history on my thing and go through whatever. But like every video she watches, it'll be like, make sure to click and subscribe. And so there'll be a like on it, so I'll get a liked video, and then I'll be subscribed to whatever it is. So I went from my 15, 20 subscriptions to nearly 100. And they're all kids' subscription channels. And because when kids are told to do something,
they do it.
They will do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're robots, yeah. So yeah, that's where EA and Epic got a kick in. But
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order looks like it could be one of the best Star Wars games released since the early movie title released games. However, it will probably be a major disappointment and ultimately a fail.
Well, what I've got here is it's EA's last chance to stop Mickey butt-fucking them in my notes, but since then, Mickey's already butt-fucked them and told them to turn down the violence. Apparently, though, it is canon. It's around the time of Rogue One.
Right.
So, yeah, there's new shit for Apex Legends.
Boring.
FIFA 20 is coming out and getting Volta mode, which is FIFA Street.
Yes. Boring.
Sims 4 Island Living DLC. Sims go on holiday. Wait, hold on. I want to know something. How, in the Sims universe, is going to space achievable before going on holiday? Because in the base game you can go to space, but you need a DLC to go on holiday.
Yeah, but
that progression is wrong.
Simoleon logic, mate. Ridiculous and boring. Although it's too late for anyone now, but
it was free.
It was free. They gave Sims 4 free. The base game, obviously, but realistically, you can get the DLC packs mega cheap. If you shop around for keys, you can get a lot of the Sims 4 DLC packs mega cheap.
Yeah.
But the base game is still relatively pricey because obviously you need the base game for any of the DLCs to make anything of it anyway. So
yeah.
The fact that they've given that away free, they've kind of almost shot themselves in the foot a little bit with how much of new Sims 4 players are going to spend. Do you know what I'm saying? Because now they can only buy the DLC because they've got the game base
game. Yeah. They got Battlefield 5, more maps coming out for that.
Boring.
And this is. Do you want to know what I've written? Last game for EA. Their conference must have been dog shite. This is what I've written: Madden NFL 20 space hyphen space. It's coming.
It's coming, yeah.
What? That is what I've written. Look, Like, what more can I say?
If you play American football games, then you'll love it. If you don't, then you won't.
You won't.
Moving on.
We're nearly halfway through. Ubisoft.
The Ubisoft to me, they've got one game in their repertoire that they've released that they've announced.
Is this the first game that I've got?
Yes.
Watch Dogs Legion.
I think that is going to be their biggest game for that year.
My note. More fucking Watch Dogs, but this time you can play as anyone, including an old granny, which the world currently seems to be pissing itself about.
Yeah, but the way that they're doing Watch Dogs Legion this time, because the way they're doing it is every time you take over someone, they have their own unique story, and unique missions and whatever else. But it's set in London.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny. The reason that once people had started going off Assassin's Creed after Unity, the reason everyone went back to their Assassin's Creed, especially in this country, was because you played in this country. And the fact that Watch Dogs have followed suit and they've moved it from typically in America, where it was, and moved it over to Britain, it will bring the British audience into it more, because they'll be like, oh, great, I can run around London. That would be fantastic. Yeah. We've run around Victorian London with Assassin's Creed. We do know that Ubisoft they have a hard-on for making sure that maps, if they're set in the real world, are almost to fucking the gum on train seats. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why Ubisoft couldn't have made Marvel Spider-Man for the PS4, because they'd have spent so long mapping all of New York out.
Well, Spider-Man is what, currently like nearly a 50 gig game, is it? Or 80?
And the rest with
it 80?
It's like 80, 90 gig, yeah.
But it depends on the graphics that you went with, won't it?
No, because you download everything.
Oh yeah, it's console, isn't it? But yeah, so I reckon if Ubisoft had done it, double it.
Yeah, easy. 160, maybe even a 200
And also,
gig
you would have also had to have bought an extra. You'd have to have bought an extra PlayStation they'd have built a special lead to connect two PlayStations together to use twice the graphics capabilities and processing power just to run it if Ubisoft had done it. I'm telling you now, that's what they'd have done.
But that's why they couldn't match Spider-Man, because New York would have been too accurate.
Yeah, it would have literally just been. Yeah, it would have taken you an hour to climb up Empire State or something stupid.
Oh dear.
It would have been brilliant.
Are you throwing things away?
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah. But yeah, we've got Watch Dogs Legion. That's coming.
I think it's going to be great. I really
Is this one of your other 3 games?
Yeah. I've actually been a big fan of the Watch Dogs series since it started. Watch Dogs 1 was brilliant. I think it gave you that sort of real vigilante style gameplay, which I think everyone likes. Watch Dogs 2 added a bit more comedy to it, and I think that the main character was also quite likeable. I think Watch Dogs 3, with the fact that there is seemingly currently no main character, there will be somewhere along there'll be something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's bound to be, but I think it's going to be really great. And the best games are where you can influence the public AI in the game,
yeah,
to your advantage.
So you can have an army of old grannies.
Yeah, and I think that'll be great. The fact that you can, like, Assassin's Creed Unity was great because you could at random points get people to just start beating the shit out of guards just by making one action, because it was during the French Revolution, so it was that easy to get them involved, and I think that'll work with this as well, because it's supposed to be a revolution style game. But yeah, it's one of my 3.
Then we've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Boring.
It takes longer to say than the fucking trailer.
And it's boring.
It's Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is getting 3 episodes worth of DLC add-ons.
Yeah, boring.
Apparently, though, the Division movie is also coming to Netflix, which could be...
Yeah.
Now, that could be interesting. As a game, right, it's not your cup of tea, but you like those sorts of spy movies.
Yeah, but it's no different to... Yeah, I don't...
You're more likely to watch the movie than get this DLC.
I'll watch the movie if it's on Netflix, because it's on Netflix. It's not something...
It might be a good film, though.
Yeah, but if it was if they was releasing it to cinema...
I would never wait for it to go.
I would never go and watch it.
But you would be more likely to watch the movie even at cinema than play the game.
I'm just going to eat a chocolate bar. I won't tell you which one, because it's...
He's eating a Kit Kat chunky.
No, why not?
He didn't get me one. Tom
I
Clancy.
only had one left, sorry.
You bastard. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine, which is a mini game made from Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege into a full game. Oh, thank you. So yeah, what do we think of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine?
Boring. Sorry, anything currently with Tom Clancy... The only Tom Clancy games I've actually ever liked were the Splinter Cell games. And that's because of the way that they were. It was all really stealth based, and I really enjoyed that more because it was just you, one guy, whatever else.
Well, this might be more up your alley then. Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, a mobile RPG crossover where you can play as multiple Tom Clancy characters. Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, The Division, blah 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 blah.
No.
No? Okay. Then,
I would go with definitely naught.
then, because I can't stop saying it, Tom Clancy's Roller Champions, which is Rocket League on skates. You heard? Roller Champions is Rocket League on skates.
Rocket League, for saying that Rocket League was a small ass game, it is blown massively.
Oh yeah. Tom Clancy's Uplay Plus. Give
No.
us more fucking money, you sheep. That is what Uplay Plus is. It's Ubisoft saying give us more money.
I mean, the only time I really like Ubisoft is when they do throw games out for free, because Ubisoft are one of these developers that generally they don't, when it comes to their main game releases, that's all they tend to release.
Well, that's what Uplay Plus is. It's a subscription service. But say when they release Breakpoint, just for argument's sake, you get it for free on release day.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered about that because
you've given Uplay Plus money.
Yeah, but Ubisoft have a very good history of giving out top titles of theirs for free anyway.
After a year,
6 months anyway, especially if the title didn't sell as well as they hoped. So I would just wait with Ubisoft
because they'd rather give it to a load of people for free and maybe then they'll sell.
I'm telling you now,
a few more.
I reckon just before Watch Dogs Legion comes out, it wouldn't surprise me if either Watch Dogs or Watch Dogs 2 became free or heavily discounted, because they always do it. I don't know how Ubisoft make money. I really don't, because they are they can be one of the cheaper game developers out there
That aren't basically an indie studio,
Yeah, it's amazing. But I think it's because they make realistically, Ubisoft
they sell so many units in that first month.
But they make so many. If you look, Ubisoft make like 70% of the mobile games market.
Yeah, they do.
So they rape in money on advertising.
And let's be fair, we don't like it, but things like Rainbow Six,
they are really popular games.
Yeah.
Those always have been.
I'm going to skip this one till the end. We've
Why?
got.
What is it?
It's that. So I'm going to skip that to the end. Gods and Monsters. Assassin's Creed meets God of War.
I don't know. I mean, is it what, new Assassin's Creed? Like current Assassin's Creed gen?
The reason I put that
classic
is
Assassin's
imagine
Creed.
a stealthy God of War.
Yeah, but for me, that is... You can play the latest gen Assassin's Creeds pretty much like a stealthy God of War, because of the way that they've turned it into almost more arcade style combat with the swords and stuff. It is like God of War but an Assassin's Creed game, so to me that it's already happened.
Well, that's Gods and Monsters. For Honor's getting a new trailer.
No.
Rainbow
For Honor, I think For Honor had the potential that they could have done some really good solo campaigns in there that would have worked really well, but it just became an online brawler, and I'm not about that noise.
Rainbow Six is getting an update.
No.
Brawlhalla just added Adventure Time heroes Finn, Jake, and Princess Bubblegum.
Yippity doo dah.
Right, here's one. Just Dance is coming to this November. wait. To every system.
You're going to get a dance map for the PC?
Yeah. Including... Are you ready for this?
Or is it through webcam?
Don't including, are you ready for this?
What?
The Google Stadia, fair. It's going to be the new console that will come out and no one will buy.
Yep.
And the Nintendo Wii.
Yes. Wouldn't surprise me. Because Just Dance games are literally just arrows on a screen and animation in the background.
So you don't need any processing power. You can play it on your mobile.
And the Wii, the way that that Just Dance works on the Wii is with the Wii remote. So the dance moves, you wave your arms about and you're up and you're down. So because of that, and it's motion control, which means that with the Wii being the godfather of all motion control,
until the Switch came out.
Yeah, but even so, they could put it on the Wii and it'll work just like the old Just Dance games would work. And they realistically, like I say, Just Dance games aren't graphically heavy games, so you probably wouldn't see any diminishing.
It's coming to everything, so it'll be on the PS4, the Xbox 360. The Xbox One, even the Nintendo Wii, the Nintendo Switch, Google Stadia,
the only
PC, microwave.
The questions I raise is how you will control it on every system. If the system has motion controllers, dead easy. Well, so the PlayStation Move, the Xbox, you don't have motion controllers, but you do have the Kinect, which
and
means that
the PS4 has the PSVR as well.
Yeah, so that means that. They may do it through the camera systems.
So the only one you're confused is the PC.
The PC. So are they going to do it through people's inbuilt webcams, which would work really well for those people
or
that
are you going to have to get like the
or you're going to have to buy
Vive
something.
Or the other one.
Well, no, because it might not be through the VR that they do it. It just
but
needs to capture your motion. So are they going to say that you need to have at least a 1080p recording quality webcam to play the game? Because that would work.
Yeah. But like I say, I wonder if they are going to make it so you need the Vive or the other one. What is the other one? I can't remember.
The Vive's the only one that really did anything with the PC
market anyway. So.
But I don't know. I'm confused about how PC will work because of how Just Dance works. Mainly because it's through motion capture, either through the Kinect system with the tracking dots.
Unless they're going to ship it with a mat and two-hand control things for you.
Potentially,
I don't know. And then finally,
or they make a Kinect thing that's compatible for PC, which I'm surprised they haven't done already. To be fair,
finally, did you know Ubisoft now met TV shows for Apple TV Plus coming this fall?
Wow! So a games company are going to make films for a TV.
No, not films. TV show.
Well, TV shows.
Specifically, they specify.
Okay, so they're going to make TV shows for a TV service, which is going to flop because Apple TV will be overpriced and no one will ever buy it, considering the fact that everyone has already got fucking either Google, Amazon Prime, Sky, Virgin, or whatever.
Well, everyone's got
Netflix.
Everyone's got Amazon. Most people have got Amazon Prime, and then in a few months, everyone's going to have the new Disney one as well. Plus.
There is absolutely no way that the Apple TV is going to work. I'm sorry.
They're only doing it because Google.
Apple TV didn't work last time they tried to fucking release it. Just because it's now going to be an online streamer does not mean it's going to work. It's going to fail.
They're only doing it because Disney's doing it.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not being funny, but everyone now is starting to see through the price tag of the Apple tech, and they're not happy with what they're getting. So, I would be really surprised if Ubisoft either honour that, or even if they've already honoured that by making.
Oh, they've made some at least.
It wouldn't surprise me if the Apple TV flops. Then the shows either go to the dark space or Netflix buy them out,
or they just go on Ubisoft's Uplay and you can just buy them outright.
Or they end up on YouTube.
They'll end up on fucking...
They finally admit defeat and Ubisoft just literally upload all of their TV series to YouTube because it'd be cheaper and they can make more money from YouTube.
Well, they'll all end up on Dailymotion anyway, because everything ends up on fucking Dailymotion at some point.
Yeah.
And can I say one thing? Whoa, we're halfway there.
Right, come on then, let's go.
Fucking hell, man. I need a coffee. Right, Nintendo. Fun for all the family.
Basically, they're re-releasing everything on the Switch.
More or less. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Animal Crossing, but on an island.
Yeah, it's Animal Crossing.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Sequel in development. That's all we know.
I still haven't played Breath of the Wild. it looks like a game that I would potentially play, but at the same time, it looks like a game that I would probably get bored with. So I'm not sure with that one.
Banjo-Kazooie and Dragon Quest are coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Black and White, if it's a Nintendo IP, they're going to put it in a Smash Bros. Game one way or a fucking another.
Yeah. I don't know. The problem is, for me, with Nintendo, is it's like they've only ever had like 3 or 4 good ideas, and all they do... I'm not talking about console here. I'm talking about games. They've had 3 or 4 good ideas for games, and then they've just re-released that game over and over and over and over. Do you know what I'm saying? They've done the same thing since the 80s. All they've just done...
problem is, though, it's fucking worked!
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3, Luigi's Mansion and Luigi's Mansions 2, with slightly more mechanics, slightly better graphics, blah blah blah, current gen console, usual bullshit.
Sorry, I'll be right with you. I'm just organising coffee.
Oh, we've got a waitress apparently. Although if I call her that, I might get punched.
Probably would. Right. Go on, sorry.
Sorry. Shall we just redo this and I'll cut that bit out?
No, just carry on. They don't care.
Well, they do.
Well, they don't.
Well, they won't now.
They've just let me eat a Kit Kat. So I don't think they're going to care that I've just ordered us a coffee because we've been talking for like an hour and we're tired. So,
yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3. It's not a mansion this time. It's a hotel. So they've already lied to us.
Well, no, because technically, a mansion is a building with should be a building with more than so many rooms, and a hotel technically is a building with more than those rooms are bedrooms. So therefore, every hotel is technically a mansion.
But is every mansion a hotel?
No. But every hotel is a mansion.
Is that like all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs?
Yeah, and the same as all Time Lords are Gallifreyan, but not all Gallifreyans are Time Lord.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
In a hotel.
Yeah.
In a hotel mansion. A mansion hotel.
Everyone who's tired listening to this is now lying there like they're fucking stoned out their head. So we've got Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield for me, I think is basically the game we've been waiting for when it comes to the Pokemon universe
Since Red, Blue and Yellow.
Yeah, I mean we've all played, I would say, majority of the handheld games. And yes, their graphics over time have gotten better and better and better and better, but we've all been wanting the proper...
A console or a PC release.
Yeah. And for me, the one that got closest to that style of gameplay, where you start off as a kid, becomes a Pokemon trainer, was Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Now, the reason I say that is because although you didn't do the traditional use Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, you use Shadow Balls and a Shadow Ball thing on your arm to catch Shadow Pokemon off bad trainers.
And then they become good and la-di-da-di-do.
It was still that same basic format. You wake up one day, you become this trainer, you go around, there's towns, there's Poke Centres, there's marts, and everything else. And that was, for me, that was the closest we've gotten so far. And I think that this Sword and Shield will be the game that I've been personally waiting for since Gale of Darkness, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to have combined the good bits of Pokemon Let's Go, which was you can now see the Pokemon, so you're not running into 500 Zubats, but they've done it so you still do the typical Pokemon battle and you're not just throwing balls and hoping.
Yeah, I think that so
they've done the best of both worlds.
Yeah, well, the Let's Go Pokemon, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu were basically Pokemon Go for console.
Yeah, kind of.
It was, yeah, but it was because what they decided.
It was Pokemon Go meets Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, but they decided that the Pokemon Go setup worked where you walk around a map.
Yeah.
The real world in this case, you walk around a map. You find places that are interesting. You find Pokemon around in the street, but it was the battling that let me down for Pokemon Go. I was hoping that we'd actually get proper Pokemon battles.
Well, you do now.
You do now, But
years later.
Yeah, but when it first came out, it was like they almost advertised it like that was what was.
And that's what Pokemon Let's Go gave us from the bat.
Yeah,
which was good.
But I think that realistically, we still wanted Pokemon. We basically wanted Pokemon Red and Blue on console, but a proper 3D version of it, and we're gonna finally get that now
with 7th gen, I think. There's a lot of stuff being ported to the Switch. I'm going to do another fast read.
Well, as you already know, that every single time we record an episode of the Bearded Opinion, we spend around 90% of the time saying this is coming to the Switch. Oh look, they've decided to put this on the Switch.
So, are you ready? Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Hollow Knight Silksong, Ni no Kuni, Minecraft Dungeons, Elder Scrolls Blades, My Friend Pseudo, Doom Eternal, The Sinking City, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Dead by Daylight, Alien Isolation, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Dragon Quest Builders 2, Stranger Things 3, Just Dance 2020, Catan, the new Super Lucky's Tale, Dauntless, and Mario Maker 2. Fuck me, I'm done.
Mario Maker 2 is a pointless game. Sorry, it is.
Yeah.
All they needed to do for Mario Maker 2 was basically send down DLC packs and patches to give you better graphics for Mario World Maker. Other than that, to be fair, we all know that the Switch is basically the ultimate in portable console technology currently,
except for the battery life.
Yeah. But it's still portable in the fact that if you take it in your bag, yeah, you're not going to constantly be able to play on the bus. But when you get to the cafe with your mates, you can crack it out and you can have a quick game of FIFA. Right? That is a great part of and that is why they keep adding so many of these great game titles that we all played years ago onto it, because then you've got a portable way of playing those. I think it's getting to a point that the Switch will just be that no one is ever going to. Sony is never going to should never try and attempt to make another portable PlayStation,
another PS Vita
or PSP or whatever, because there's no point, because all the games can just license themselves with Nintendo to put themselves on the Switch and be done with it. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Nintendo have now just once again cornerstoned the portable market.
Yeah.
With it. And that's why we're going to constantly, every month now, we're going to be seeing, I would say, until the Switch needs to become another next-gen style console, which won't be yet. I reckon they've got another couple of years.
Well, they've got the advantage of all their stuff is already solid sticks. They use flash media.
Yeah. But
it's all SD card.
Yeah. But I mean, like, graphics-wise and stuff.
But even then, I think Nintendo has that it didn't go for that realistic graphic on purpose. It went for that cutesy graphic.
Yeah, but I mean, with the games that they're bringing over, a lot of the games they're bringing over, graphics-wise, in 10 years' time, we're going to need... We can't be running the same Switch.
No, but...
Do you know what I'm saying? I think they're in... I reckon they've probably got... I would say about 3 to 5 years with this console. And I think that every month for the next 3 to 5, potentially even, I would go as far as, say, 5 to 7 years, we're going to be seeing games put onto the Switch.
So in the future, we are going to get Halo Infinite on the Switch?
Yeah.
Just because I'm looking at your monitor and that's the first thing I see.
I would imagine we're going to be getting most of it, because... To be fair, like I say, Nintendo have made a console that everyone wants to get because of the fact that it's a portable games console.
We're getting Doom Eternal, and that's a brand new 3D full FX up the arse. Anyway, we'll move on, because I do talk about... We've got Doom Eternal later on in another conference. There was Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah. I mean...
Is that your answer, just yeah?
Yeah, it's Legend of Zelda game. What do you want me to tell you? It's already been out once. Twice.
3 times a lady.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, move on. Just move on. It's Legend of Zelda. Like I'm sorry that, and not only that, it's not even like it's new Legend of Zelda either. It's,
well, they're working on a Breath of the Wild sequel.
Yes, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even like in the same format as Breath of the Wild. It's in the older style format of Awakening.
So you want me to move on?
Yeah, move on. Forget it. It's pointless.
The Dark Crystal
Age...
It's
Nintendo making Nintendo books. That's what they do.
The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics.
Try saying that when you're drunk. And what is it?
It's
a top-down
turn-based game.
Move on. just move on. Old style, boring gameplay.
Contra Rogue Corps.
Right.
It's a Konami shooter.
Right. So it's a Konami game. Move on. No, I'm sorry, but Konami are nothing for me without Kojima. Kojima was their any gun game that they released, Kojima had some input on it, and without Kojima they are fucked. I'm sorry. I don't think they'll ever make a great game again.
Trials of Mana, an action RPG featuring basically magic users.
That might work. Potentially.
Apparently this is the 4th game in the series.
No, it won't work then. I've never heard of it. So
no, the original 3 were Japanese only.
Ah, right. Okay. Fair enough.
Sorry, I did. The original 3 are released on the eShop as of E3, so they're out.
But were originally
as the collection of Mana and were previously Japanese only titles.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, we've never heard of it then. And it's taken the 4th game in the title to actually mean anything, which means that the only reason that they're being released as they are now, as a collection, is because there are a lot more JRPG players and gamers out there now, so they're just hopping on the money bandwagon. Next.
No More Heroes 3.
I don't think I've played No More Heroes 1 or 2.
Oh, well, there you go then. Witcher Wild Hunt is coming.
Right, so they're putting that on the Switch. Makes a lot of sense because realistically, for me, the Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt is... I would say it is possibly one of the better open world RPG games out there if you don't want to play Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because the game is in itself is so big that you could sink 80 to 180 hours in there and still find something interesting to do.
Okay. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. It was just a load of cutscenes.
Of what?
Of the game.
Of a house being on fire?
Apparently. That's all I've got.
So there's 3 houses, they're on fire, and there's an emblem of 3 houses on fire.
Resident Evil 5 and 6 are coming to the Switch.
Yeah, it was always going to happen. It won't be long before Resi 7 is on the Switch, if it's not already on the Switch. Is it?
Pass?
I think it's already on the Switch.
Let's Resi.
Let's rewind.
Quiet you. Resi 7 Biohazard is on the Switch. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
So yeah, 5 and 6 are coming. Damon X Machina showed off some story beats and gameplay clips.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
Boring.
Panzer Dragon is bringing its cult classic Dragon Rail shooter to the Switch.
No.
Astral Chain is a cyberpunk brawler.
No.
Empire of Sin is...
Empire of Shit? Definitely not.
Empire
What's that, a toilet building game? Just a fat man comes in, just got to build a big tower of shit.
Empire of Sin is coming. It's a strategy tactic builder battle game.
No.
In like Al Capone era.
No.
Ultimate Alliance 3 is getting a load of new characters.
Okay.
Miles Morales, Ghost Rider, Electra, Magneto.
To be fair, I don't think I actually like Ultimate Alliance 3 that much.
I don't like Ultimate Alliance 1, 2, 3, 7, 892.
Yeah, they're not good games. Not good enough.
Cadence of Hyrule, a Crypt of the Necrodancer spin-off where you play as Link and Zelda.
No.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympics are getting some new stuff.
Definitely not.
And to finish
Why
off,
do they do that? Why is it always Mario and Sonic always together? Why can't it be someone else?
Well, who do you want?
I don't know.
Mario and Master Chief?
Yeah, why not? Mario and Solid Snake do stealth missions together. Wouldn't that be amazing? They re-released Metal Gear but as Mario Gear. That would be fantastic, just as a laugh.
There you go, Nintendo. I hope you're listening.
Mario Gear.
You owe him rights.
Yeah.
Dragon Age Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is coming to the Switch.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Dragon Quest.
Well, there we go. That's Nintendo done. So they're getting out a lot of JRPGs and a lot of Mario. and a lot of third-party releases.
Nintendo are doing what Nintendo do best. They are accumulating as many gaming licenses as possible to flood their own game market so much that people go, the Switch is a genuine competitor. And it is, because it's not trying to compete head on. It's trying to go, yeah, but I don't want to be the main console. I want to be everyone's second console. And that is where Xbox and PlayStation go wrong, because they think that all they need to be is the number one console.
There has to be one or the other. There can't be room
and it's
for
like,
both.
Yeah, but Nintendo always do this. They've always done this, which is why when you was a kid, did you own a Game Boy as well as a PlayStation? Of course you did. Why was that? Because you wanted a game that you can play on the go, and you want a game that you can play at home. And 9 times out of 10, you ended up playing the game on the go at home as well, because you got engripped in it. I mean, I can remember. I think I spent hundreds of my
10, 11 o'clock at night before school on Pokemon Blue.
Yeah, and the only reason you'd stop playing on your Game Boy is because you get that fucking red light on the side that'll go, your battery's about to fucking die.
And you can't go and ask mum for batteries because
you either need to go and get batteries, and you know for a fact your mum's just nick your fucking battery charger or for your get battery pack just so you don't fucking continue to play on it all night. And Nintendo have been able to do that. To be fair, Nintendo as a games console maker have done what Sega couldn't do, what Amstrad couldn't do, what Atari couldn't do, what every other games console hasn't been able to do, and that is coexist. And they are so good at it now that they are just easily able to parasite onto anything that's released. They can just go, we'll take the rights for that as well, and we'll stick it on our new console. People will buy our console because they can play it on the bus. I'm sorry, but they've got... Every gamer has always wanted a decent gaming platform that they can travel with. And the Switch, yes, its battery life isn't the greatest, but you can counteract that with some decent power banks. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not hard. There's ways and means.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Nintendo will always be the one that will always be able to... I want a Switch. I own a top of the range PC that can play every game that's coming out now, but I still want the Switch because it's a Switch.
Well, I've got a PS4, a PC, and the Switch, and I was going to get a PS4 Pro because my PS4 is getting old, it's slowing down a bit. But now that I know that in a year and a bit the PS5 is going to come out,
just wait.
And they have guaranteed PS4 backwards compatibility.
Yeah, just wait.
I'm waiting.
Yeah,
and the only way I'll replace it before is if it just dies.
If it dies out,
at which point I'll probably go on eBay and try and get a second-hand PS4. Because why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so we'll move on. Next we've got Bethesda. First, Doom Eternal. More Doom, more lag, more FPS drops. Yeah. They did a I don't know if you saw Bethesda's Doom Eternal bit. But they did a...
To be fair, Bethesda didn't... When I saw sort of the things that Bethesda were releasing, none of it screamed at me to want to watch.
With Doom Eternal, they did a pre-rendered trailer, and it still had FPS drop and lag. Doom 2016 had FPS drop and lag, and was never optimised. Looks like the same with Doom Eternal.
Yeah, but I can guarantee you now there's one platform that it will be optimised on, and that is the Nintendo Switch.
It'll be console. Any console it'll be fine, but the PC port was shit. But the problem is, it shouldn't be shit because you're running hardware that makes any console look like a fucking snail. And I'm sorry, that just proves to me that Bethesda don't give a flying cunt.
But even then, we have seen that there's been bugs on games like Doom 2016 on the Xbox and the PlayStation. But Nintendo have this way of when Nintendo get given a game license, they have to almost rebuild a lot of the game because of the coding that they use. But they build code so well. I mean, it's just... I don't want to sound racist. I don't want to sound stereotyped. But
the Japs know what they're doing.
They know what they're up to. Do you know what I'm saying?
But see, that to me though makes me go, well, why doesn't it work on the PlayStation? Because Sony are Japs and all.
Yeah, but they're too Americanized.
Is that the problem? Now?
I think Nintendo know that most of their market are the Japanese.
Well, they are still like the only company that releases Japan exclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas Microsoft and Sony, they might release it in Japan first,
but they're here for the Western world.
Yeah,
and they cater. Nintendo tend to cater for their own country first
because there are still a lot of Jap-only games.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I think that's why Nintendo...
Well, we're just proving it. We just spoke about it. There are 3 games we didn't have fucking heard of because they are Jap exclusive until now.
That's it.
Fallout 76 is getting a DLC expansion and a Battle Royale mode. No one gives a shit about Fallout 76 anymore.
Yeah, due to the fact that it's one of the biggest letdowns in Bethesda history, I think.
Yeah.
It had so much
potential,
and it just, I'm sorry, it's appalling. It's buggy. It don't work very well, and when you do get it to work, it's boring because they didn't even put proper quests or anything in there. Do you know what I'm saying? It was just a pointless game. And then, yeah, they're trying to do they're trying to hope they can do like a No Man's Sky and try and fix the game. But who plays No Man's Sky now? No one really, because they fucked up on the release. And you can't release a half-release game,
Same as that pirate one.
Yeah.
That Microsoft released.
Yeah. You can't, I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was called.
But
now.
you can't release a game that's half-made and then expect people to be happy with a half-made product. They want finished products.
Ghostwire Tokyo. Evil Within from Japan. Evil Within was good. Putting it in a Japanese setting could work.
Well, Japanese horror tends to be a lot scarier than Western horror.
Yeah.
I mean, it could work. But at the same time, we also know that the Japanese have got a major thing a lot of the time with censoring, so I don't know how well
it depends if there's going to be a Japanese version and like a Western version.
Yeah.
Deathloop. Two people killing each other in an infinite loop.
Boring.
The Elder Scrolls Blades is coming to Switch. Now hold on, because the Elder Scrolls Blades is a mobile game, which is a piece of micropayment shit fucking hell.
Yeah.
But it's on the Switch, so what are they going to do about that? Because Switch doesn't do micropayments. That's one thing that's in their, manifesto?
But could they not do it in a similar fashion to the way that Injustice on the mobile is a piece of micro-purchase bullshit, and
Injustice
on the PC and console is not?
That's what I'm thinking. It's got to do. Because it's not going to be micropayment, because Nintendo would tell them which way the door was.
Yeah.
Rage 2's getting a DLC. The game no one gives a shit about is having more.
Yeah.
That's about right, innit? No one gave a shit about Rage 2 because it wasn't Rage.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
More Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Boring.
Also, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot is coming to VR.
Which is a VR game which will flop because VR is basically a massive flop. Because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
If VR for PC and console dropped its prices by about 50%, their market would have increased by 100%.
At least, I'd argue 200.
Yeah,
because then you've made your money.
Then you've made your money twice over. But they won't do it because it's still new technology. Fuck off.
Elder Scrolls Online hyped up its Elseworld expansion.
Boring.
Commander Keen's coming to is being rebooted as a free-to-play mobile game.
Boring.
Elder Scrolls Legends getting a new expansion.
Anything to do with Elder Scrolls is boring. Because
unless it's the new Elder Scrolls game.
Unless they release Elder Scrolls 6.
Which is going to be next gen, we know this for a fact.
Which is going to be next gen. When they talk about that is when I will get excited about it, because I've replayed Skyrim now probably about, 9 or 10 times.
And that's probably conservative compared to what several other people.
Yeah. Yes, I know that there is little variations with how you treat it in the game depending on your character class, but it's still Elder Scrolls 5 and it's still boring. And yeah.
And last, they're working on Project Orion, which is new tech aimed at helping the Stadia and Project xCloud from Google and Microsoft respectively, which is to focus on the software for streaming. Now, what they've said is they'll allow 20% faster streaming per frame, 40% lower bandwidth, 4K and 60 FPS. And they showed it by showing you 2016 Doom. You can also register to try it out on Bethesda's fan thing.
That's great.
It won't work because if your internet drops for a second, you're fucked.
But at the same time, if you put... if there's 1,000 players worldwide, you'll have fantastic streaming speeds because you'll be great. The server won't be under any stress. You've got 10,000 people worldwide. Your stress has just gone up tenfold. Then you've got 150,000 people on average, say, streaming on the average night. There's going to be a lot of problems. I can guarantee it, and they're not going to know how to fix it because it's going to be costly. Very, very costly. I don't think streaming gaming is the way to go with the way that they're doing it, and I don't think it's going to work no matter what new technology they throw at it.
And that was the end of Bethesda. And now we're on to the last one. I got Square Enix here. Look, it's my last page.
Yep.
You can't look, but listen.
Carry on.
Aw, I was having fun. Square Enix seem to want to emulate Bungie, makers of Destiny.
Yep.
So we're going to start with their big Deus Ex Machina, Marvel's Avengers. Basic lineup minus Hawkeye. Cap dies. Shit goes down on the Golden Gate Bridge.
And they all go into retirement. Basic Marvel story to begin with.
And then they work. You can play as each mission. You can play as every character. So Iron Man will play it one way, like flying. Hulk will then smash everything. Black Widow will shoot things, I guess.
The only thing is, right, I'm sort of excited. It's not one of my three.
But wait, there's more before you get too excited. It's online pay to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a reason Spider-Man for the PS4 did so fucking well.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
The issue for me is in the trailer that we've seen, obviously most of it is cinematic. They've not said any of it is gameplay, right? But there are little parts in that video which you can sort of see how the gameplay is going to be.
Yeah.
The Iron Man sections look like the Iron Man mobile game.
Yeah.
With better graphics. It's basically, it looks to me like it's going to be like Temple Run, but you're Iron Man. You're going to be flying around and shooting shit, right? But in a linear fashion. This is why, for me, superhero games...
You want an Iron Man game, you want a Hulk game, you want a Captain America game, not an Avengers
This Marvel game, I think, isn't going to work. I think it will work if you are doing everything online and you're doing it with groups of you and you're doing it as 4 or 5 of you or whatever and you're going out as like the whole team every mission. That might work better. But I think if you're a solo player like myself, I think that you're going to get bored potentially redoing the same missions even though they're with different characters. I think if the way that they're doing it is going to be very linear in each character's actual gameplay is quite linear, do you know what I mean? Like it's almost like side scroller but forward facing. Do you know what I mean? That is going to get boring really, really quickly because that is the sort of shit we had like early noughties.
Yeah.
And I do not want to go back to that because we are well past that now and I don't think we need to go back to that. And ever since then we found out it's going to be full of micro purchase bullshit. It's going to be even worse.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is another thing to me that is upsetting.
I said, there was a reason Spider-Man for the PS4 did so well. It was a single-player, self-contained game.
Yeah.
And even that, right, I'll tell you straight off how you can make that an online game. You can all play in the different fucking suits because there's a fucking enough of them.
Yeah, there is that.
Or there's Spider-Gwen, Spider-Ham, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Spider-Man Noir, there's so many different Spider-Man fucking players!
I mean...
How high did my voice go then?
I mean, a lot of the online sort of way of Spider-Man is done in the same sort of way as like Mirror's Edge, for instance, where it's challenges that you can that you could beat time trial runs of trying to get around certain parts of the city, and then you beat online leaderboards. I think that is the way that they would go with that.
But I don't think they would.
But they would. No, they
wouldn't. Insomniac make good games.
Yeah, exactly. I just think that this Marvel game is going to be a letdown. I think it's going
to sell, but I think it will be a letdown. It will be like Fallout 76. It sold, but it was a letdown.
Yeah, I am upset about the way that it looking like it's going to go. But then again, it is a multi-character game, and there isn't really ways that you can do that. Because there's so many different main characters of that game. Yeah, it's really difficult. Like GTA with 5 managed to somehow perfect multiple character story arc gameplay really well.
The balancing's going to be fucked because you got Iron Man and the Hulk, and then Black Widow. Like, no offense, she's good, but She's not either of them two.
Yeah, Thor's there as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Thor as well. Like, those three are fucking super powerful, godlike.
And Cap.
Well, yeah, he'll be there at some point, but he dies at the start.
Yeah.
So you'll have to. What you'll probably do is unlock him at the fucking end, and then have to go back and play the whole fucking game as Cap.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be a letdown, and I'm really disappointed to say it, but I think it is going to be a letdown. We'll move on.
Final Fantasy VII's coming as a remake, but it's in 3 bits. They're releasing it in 3 chapters almost.
Money, money, money. That's what they'll do.
Of course.
They'll charge something for each chapter. They'll do it as an episodic.
Outsiders, a 3-player alien planet survival thing that reminds everyone of Destiny.
Boring. I tell you what, there is. I don't see it on there, and I'm sure it was at E3. I'm just going to mention it while we're in the middle of the square, and it's in my head, and otherwise I'm going to forget. Destroy all humans. I don't think it's on there, is it?
Destroy all humans. Did I miss Destroy all humans somewhere? Hold on.
I'm sure it.
I tell you what. You rant about Final Fantasy VIII remastered. Why I look.
It's a Final Fantasy game. It's been remastered again, I think. It'll be Final Fantasy. If you like Final Fantasy, you'll like it. I don't think you will. I won't. I don't like Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is being remastered and coming and all. Talk
Boring.
about that.
Going on the Nintendo Switch and mobile. Yeah, it's another Final Fantasy game. If you like Final Fantasy, you might like it. If you don't like Final Fantasy, you probably won't.
No, I didn't have that on my notes actually.
No, it doesn't seem to be on these lists either. But I'm almost certain it was fucking announced at E3.
Unless it was one of those third-party announcements that came out around E3.
Yeah.
We'll keep it in your head. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Mainly because that's a wet dream game.
Octopath Traveler.
Okay.
That's coming to Steam.
Great.
Oh, it's out on Steam.
Awesome. Don't know what it is.
It's a game.
It's good.
It says Octopath, so I'm guessing there's 8 paths and you travel down them.
Very astute. Okay.
The Last Remnant remastered, now available on Nintendo Bitch.
Move on.
I'm loving this. Dragon Quest Builders 2.
This is why we don't live stream E3 or...
Fuck me, can you imagine if we did that, just you living at mine for 4 days?
Or like do it, you know, every day. Do one every day, because realistically 90% of what they come out with at E3, so 90% of the audience is boring, and they're not there for that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving the realistic view on most of these games.
This is why we prefer to do Game Awards.
Yeah.
Because we get the awards, we get some announcements, and they're all top notch. Unless they missed one of the awards out again.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming.
Okay.
Morloth, which is some 4-player online co-op fun thing.
Okay. No.
Dragon Quest 11 is coming.
I'm not interested in the last Dragon Quest game. I don't think I'm going to care about this one.
Circuit Superstars, which is like an old-style top-down racer thing.
Like the
going
old,
back to the old
micro machines.
Yeah, going back to the old. I'm going earlier than that, mate. I'm going
Like
on things that
Sega.
are like on Atari and all that shit.
I don't know, because there was that Sunset something or other where it was that really
Sunset
basic.
Overdrive.
No, I don't think it was that one. Basically, you're in a car. It's a top-down car, and you're just literally like a side rolling.
Oh no, this is like proper racing.
No, but I mean, I'm saying
like
no, this was a classic old game, but then they redid it with more modern graphics, but it was like similar mechanics.
Yeah, it's top
and it did really well. So it could potentially do really well on that premise, because people do like retro.
Roaming Saga 3 is coming to the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, the PC, and the Vita.
I haven't heard of the other ones, so it's a no from me.
Saga Scarlet Grace Ambitions is coming.
No.
War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, a new mobile game.
No.
Finally, Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting a DLC called Remind. I'm sorry.
Remind me why they're bothering.
I like that. Yeah, seriously, why? Okay.
Hasn't Kingdom Hearts 3 been like one of the biggest slated games
Now, okay, so hear me out.
of the year?
What people want, and the main things that people want were rebalanced mechanics and a proud mode, which is where you stay as level 1 throughout the whole game and beat it that. That's something they wanted. That is coming with the DLC. But you're also getting more content. But it's like, I played the game. I finished it. Why do I want to play more?
Yeah.
And that was it for E3. I have to say thank you to Games Radar for letting me rate your website for content. And finally, one thing I will say.
And also techradar.com, which we have as a list as a backup just in case. Devolver
Digital's conference. Just go watch it.
Yeah.
It was random and funny. We can't do it justice telling you about it. It's 20 odd minutes long. Go watch it. Just go.
So I will mention, as I said, Destroy All Humans, which is a game that they have confirmed the remake for. I thought they'd mentioned it at E3, but it might have just been something that they said at around the same time. Excuse me. But if you remember Destroy All Humans from the original PlayStation 2 release, you'll remember it's a fantastic game where you're an alien, you just go around and destroy everything.
The remake of that is coming out, isn't it?
And then
that was announced just after E3.
Yeah, they did a remastered version for PlayStation 4, which was basically, they hadn't done anything other than just give it new textures. This is a completely rebuilt from the ground up.
Yeah, like, things are different.
Yeah, like, literally, they've rebuilt everything. The combat mechanics, all of the graphics are brand new. It's not just been retexturized. And I cannot wait because
it's like the difference between when they did Resi 1 remastered
HD,
and then Resi 2 remake.
When they do the remakes from the ground up, the games are generally better because they can implement stuff that they only dreamed about implementing.
Or they wanted to, but because of the disc size, they had to leave on
even tech limitation. You know, could the graphics processor handle a lot of the stuff that they wanted to do?
Yeah, or there was so much shit on the screen that the original version was stuttery.
There are several games that I think deserve a remake by now. With the fact that Konami and Kojima are never going to work again, but Konami still own the rights to Metal Gear, I think now is the time that they should now be, to get money from the Metal Gear Solid bandwagon, remake Metal Gear Solid 1 on the Fox engine.
Yeah.
Because why not? You own the Fox engine. All of the same staff are there. You just don't have Kojima. And Kojima can't do fuck all because Konami own the rights. So why not?
Yeah. And he's busy with fucking Death Stranding anyway.
He's with his best mates, fucking Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro. They're always all together.
Yeah, and fucking, what's his name? Keanu Reeves has joined that lot now and all. So I swear to Christ, if in Death Stranding Norman Reedus pops out a baby fetus in a jar and then
it grows up to be Keanu Reeves.
No, I was going to say Keanu Reeves pops up and eats the fucker, inspired by Del Toro. That would just be the game to me.
I think a full remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 is definitely needed by now. They did almost do that pretty much with the GameCube version.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be unheard of. I think it deserves it. By that point, I think if Metal Gear Solid 1 did really well, they would potentially be able to get away with remaking 2 and 3. There's plenty of remakes that they could do, and I think that remaking is where they need to go. Remastering was a great little gimmick, but
thing is, remastering works for games. I am going to throw an example, like the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix remakes, because they work because they were able to update the graphics from the PS2 onto the PS4. Add in a couple of new side bosses because they now knew where they wanted to go with the story.
Yeah.
And then shell it out. And that worked for those sorts of games where the game was fine, it just needed a new lease on life.
A new fresh look. But I think certain games, like we now know that Capcom aren't going to stop remaking their Resident Evil games.
They're not. I thought we were.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we know for a fact that Resi 3 is definitely going to get that remake because
I
think
one
of
the
the biggest
two
games.
Resi games we'll see will be a Resi 8 and then a Resi 3. Because
Remake,
I like the way they're breaking it up. Because they did 1, then 7, then 2, then it'll be 8, then 3, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah,
I'll be fine. I can leave it at that.
I definitely think that it's the remastering side of things for the games now needs to be taking more of a backseat, and the remaking of games should start. I mean, to be fair, we've already had like what I would say a good chunk of the film market remade. So why not start doing full blown remakes?
Yeah, I
of
mean,
games?
can you imagine that? Right. So let's argue that the Superman, the new Superman that came out for the DC EU. Can you imagine if that was just a remaster of Superman 1?
Yeah.
With what's his name? Christopher Reeves.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that was just a remake where they'd just taken the film and updated the graphics? No one would have paid to see that in cinema.
No.
Some hardcore fans would have bought the DVD or the Blu-ray, but no one would have paid for a cinema prices to go and see it.
I think that the remaking of games now, and there's loads of games as well that they could do it with that they would make their money on. Metal Gear is one of them because of the fan base size. There's loads of PlayStation 2 titles that people would love. Time Splitters. Can you imagine if they remade Time Splitters now? It would sell out within days. People would be all over that shit.
I'd go and buy... If someone turned around to me and went, oh yeah, Time Splitters 1, 2 and 3 as being a remade as like the Time Splitters trilogy like they did with Crash and Spyro.
Yeah.
My fucking penis would explode.
Do you know what I'm
with
saying?
cum.
There's so many games that they could remake now. Rather than just remaster, they could actually remake from the ground up. And
although I did actually look into Time Splitters not too long ago, and I found out why it hasn't happened sooner. Literally, the company that originally did it sold the rights to another company who were going to make Time Splitters 4. Then they shut down, but because they still had the rights, no one knew who had the rights. But because they'd gone, no one had the rights. Yeah. So Time Splitters was just floating in limbo for so many years.
Until someone just went, yeah, but if that company shut down, those rights no longer exist.
So
someone say they want the rights. I want the rights. Boo!
Yeah, that's what happened, and it happened last year. So I think
we
might
get either Time Splitters 4 or some remakes.
Which I'd be happy with either.
But yeah, there are games that I think that they could do amazing remakes
with.
So
what's your... Yeah, I'll agree with that. What's your top takeaway from this? From E3?
So E3, I think Watch Dogs Legion will be one of the better games from E3. You know, will do better out of most of the games from E3. Especially in this country.
Yeah, what's your top takeaway though?
Well, most of the games that have been spoken about have been fucking remakes or remasters or being moved over to the Switch. I don't think E3's been all that great.
Well, I think, like we said, I said at the start, the problem is that
everyone's waiting for next gen.
It's this next year will be phenomenal because they'll be going, this is coming out for the PS5, this is coming out for the Xbox 4, this is coming out for the PS5, this is coming for the Xbox, this is coming to both, this is coming, and we'll get so many new games next year or sequels or whatever that will be like, yes!
This E3, I think, like I say, there's only been a few titles that have been realistically.
What is your
E3,
top one?
I would say probably Watch Dogs Legion.
See, for me, it's
Borderlands 3.
Me, it's been Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield's up there as well. You see, they're like my top 3.
I know for Tropico it's Ori, and again, I am looking forward to Ori and the Will of the Wisp because they have done something with this game that you don't normally see, which is in the same environment. The background is the same, like it should be.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, like I say,
but you weren't a huge fan of Ori, were you?
No, but I mean, we could have turned E3 into a day. Yeah, because anything that's just coming over to the Switch doesn't need to be spoken about at E3 because E3 should just be about new games, not games that have been changing platforms or going to a new platform. It's pointless. Anything that is basically a re-release on the same, it shouldn't be at E3 either. So I think that we could have got away with talking about a potential Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
And then the new Legend of Zelda. Not Awakening's remake. And then we could
skip the rest of Nintendo.
Skip pretty much everything else with Nintendo. Halo Infinite because it is the new game
and it's coming to the new Xbox.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd have
Gears 5, Blair Witch, potentially
I'd
Lego
have wanted
Star
to
Wars.
mention Bleeding Edge because I'm still upset at Ninja Theory for making such good games like Hellblade and then shelling out. That's pissed me off.
But yeah, I mean at E3 I would have mentioned Lego Star Wars just because it will sell. I wouldn't have spoken about Age of Empires 2.
I
I wouldn't have bothered about any of the other games.
I'd have mentioned
Microsoft.
Flight Sim just because that's fucking funny.
Yeah, Flight Sim.
Because it's funny. It's
I
coming
mean-
back from the 80s.
I mean, it's another like Forza 4 Horizon. Why are they talking about the fact they're adding Lego cars as an expansion? Who cares? Take-Two are the only games company that have actually released just new games.
Yeah, Borderlands 3 and Outer Worlds.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're the only company that have done this properly.
EA
have released all new titles apart from Apex Legends Season
and
2
the Sims Island.
and the Sims Island. So they are guilty of just talking bullshit, but most of their titles were new games. Although, can you really call FIFA games new? Not really.
Cyberpunk.
CD Projekt Red, they could have just spoken about Cyberpunk 2077. There's no need, once again, that The Witcher 3 needed to be mentioned because it's going to Switch. Who cares?
Well, I think it was just mentioned. I think it was just like a 2-minute video of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, all the stuff, and then it went coming to Nintendo Switch. Here's the date.
Konami, obviously, they've brought Contra to the Western markets. So, yeah, fine. They could talk about it at E3 because it is realistically bringing it to the audience of E3, which is the Western market. Bethesda, once again, what was the point of their turning up? Because all they've talked about is expansion packs and Wolfenstein.
Doom Eternal would have been the only one.
Doom Eternal and Wolfenstein Youngblood. That's it. I wouldn't have spoken about Fallout 76 because it's an expansion pack. Ghostwire, maybe, I was potentially spoken about, and their new VR Wolfenstein game. But other than that, pointless. Square Enix, you know, I wouldn't have spoken about any of that.
I'd have done the Final Fantasy VII remakes. The World and His Wife are pissing themselves, and again, I'd have mentioned the KH3 DLC, but that's about it.
Ubisoft, Ghost Recon.
And then I'd have just gone, Tom Clancy's games are getting stuff.
I'd have just gone, Tom Clancy games, getting stuff. Loads of new titles on that. And Watch Dogs Legion. That's where I would have stopped there. Maybe Gods and Monsters.
Yeah. Sega I wouldn't have touched at all.
And Sega I wouldn't have bothered at all. Namco Bandai.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is about the only one worth the mention.
And then the various ones. Dying Light 2 was definitely worth the mention.
Elden Ring could be an interesting one.
Could be. And then everything else on that list is a no. Because it's all coming to Switch or... Yeah. So, basically, we could have turned E3 from a 4-day tech conference into a 1-day tech conference and saved a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Although E3, if you want to send us tickets and plane tickets over to come to E3 2019 after the bashing we've just given you, we will accept them and we will do daily...
I'm assuming you mean... E3 2020.
2020, sorry. Yeah, E3, if you want to send us tickets to E3 2020 with hotel and flights, we'll quite happily go over and we'll record, we'll watch E3, come back to our hotel room, record the podcast and upload it that night, day by day. If you want to send us that, we'll gladly accept, won't we?
Yeah.
Would you say no to a 5-day conference in America? Just make sure you send us 4 plane tickets, 2 hotel rooms doubles, but only 2 tickets to 3 tickets to the conference, because his missus will want to go, but she won't want to go to the conference. She'll go shopping in New York, in America.
Yeah.
That right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have the plane and hotel for 4. We'll have the conference for 3.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we'll quite happily bash you every night.
Basically, E3 this year has been a relative disappointment, but unsurprising.
Yeah, because of the next gen
because of the
coming
fact that
out.
we're so close to the next gen.
We're a year and a half
realistically,
away.
this E3 could have almost got away with not really. The games developers could have almost got away with once again giving us a year with basically no game releases, because they have given us quite a few game releases for current gen tech. They could have waited completely and not released fuck all.
Yeah.
And E3 this year could have literally just been, this is the new PlayStation, this is the new Xbox, and these are the latest range of graphics cards.
Yeah, they could have got away with going, here's the Xbox 4, here's Gears 5, here's Elden Ring, here's Ori, here's Borderlands 3.
Here's
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Here's actually Roller Champions. I'll give them that.
Yeah, but it's basically an indie game.
Yeah, but still. Here's Roller Champions. There's a Zelda sequel coming. Here's Pokemon Shield and Sword. Here's Doom. Here's Ghostwire Tokyo.
Here's Watch Dogs.
Here's Watch Dogs, sorry, yeah. Here's Marvel's Avengers. Here's FF7.
Yeah.
And arguably here's KH3 remake.
And then Sony could have just...
Because KH3 still made him a lot of money back in February.
Sony could have popped up and just literally gone, oh, when they're...
here's Death Stranding, here's the PS5.
Yeah,
bye.
Yeah, here's Death Stranding, and also PlayStation 5 will be out about 2 months before the Xbox, and what we're going to do is we already know what they're going to price it at, and we will guarantee it'll be 20% cheaper. See ya, bye!
I think that's why that's why Sony didn't bother, because all they've got is, except for third-party developers,
all they've got is their own console.
Is Death Stranding and the PS5. That's all they'd have announced.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
So that's been E3.
That's been the bearded opinion.
That's been the bearded opinion.
How long have we been going for?
We've been going for about 2 hours. 1 hour 57 minutes just ticked over. Thank you for listening to us rant, rave, and ramble.
Remember, follow us on SoundCloud now. This is it for YouTube. Bye bye YouTube from the bearded opinion.
Yeah, goodbye YouTube. Yeah, thank you for your views for the couple of years we've been doing it. But SoundCloud is just. It's
better for podcast.
We're a podcast. We're a podcast, and it is a podcast format. So please come on over there. Also, SoundCloud has got loads of fantastic podcasts that you can listen to as well, and we can hopefully be your gateway to SoundCloud. Thank you for listening, YouTube. See you next month, SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I've been Callum. He's been Anthony. Bye.
Bye bye.